just got home from work and that's why I look like shit, but I've been trying to record this video all day, so here we go again, attempt number 16, let's do it. So Black Friday has finally come to an end in 2023 with discounted items that we probably didn't need in the long run, but we purchased because it made us feel better about us. And this year I bought some movies that I surprisingly did not own and I have not watched yet, and I'll point those ones out. But yeah, there's going to be a few titles in here that will generally shock a lot of people. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into my Black Friday pickups. So starting off with number one is one that's already well known to you guys. I've already done a video on this one, and that is Oppenheimer on 4K. And this also comes with the Blu-ray disc as well as a third disc containing the Blu-ray special features. And you know, the 4K of this movie, while it looks really good from like a sound perspective and a visual and picture quality, it is outstanding. One thing that was distracting to me watching the 4K was the film ratio, because it would change from having black bars to going to widescreen, going back to black bars, and that would happen quite often in the 4K release of Oppenheimer. And once I noticed it, I could not stop seeing it. And I don't know, it was a distracting choice that. If someone can explain to me why that's the way they decided to build the 4K restoration of this movie, I'd be curious to know. You know, it's always found distracting, like when you're immersed in the movie, like there's these black bars that block out, you know, the tops and the bottom of the frame, and yeah, I don't know. But yeah, Oppenheimer. And then the second one up here is Child's Play. And now, I've only seen this movie once. I saw it when it first came out in 2019. And I remember enjoying it. And then I went back yesterday and rewatched this movie, and at least as of now, my opinion could possibly change on this, but as of now, I think the remake is generally better than the original. Like, the original is always going to be great. Like, Brad Dourif, you cannot take away that voice. Like, Brad Dourif is Chucky. But as far as a reinvention, as far as a reintroduction to the Chucky character for a new generation, for a new audience of horror and slasher fans, I thought Mark Hamill really did a bang-up job as Chucky. But, you know, the doll in the movie, well, you can't really call it a doll. It's more of like an AI and like animatronic kind of thing. But yeah, you know, I did not mind this movie. I think there's areas of this movie that are far more superior over the original, and then there's areas where I think the original is superior to the remake. But as of now, I prefer the remake to Child's Play, and I think this movie has some really good kills, some really nice gore, some I cannot speak tonight. Aubrey Plaza, there we go, is really great in the movie. She's attractive as always, and I thought the actor who played Andy was really, really good actually. So, Child's Play. Next one up, which I have a story to put with this one, is Scream 5. This was, I believe, $9. And now, Scream 5. This is probably one of the only Scream movies that I watched it when it first came out in theaters, and I was not a big fan of this movie. I didn't like the way Sidney Prescott was treated in the movie. I thought she was only there purely for fan service. It wasn't really an arc, nor was there really a character for her. Like, you could have taken her out and the movie would have been no different. I hated the killer reveal. Like, these two really hardcore horror fanatics, you know, they're upset with the way the franchise is going, and they want to pick on Sidney Prescott. You know, I've always just found that such a lazy motivation for these people to actually kill, because you know, just because you have a franchise doesn't mean like, oh, I'm gonna go out and, you know, I'm gonna go out and stab a whole bunch of motherfuckers, you know. So yeah, this movie never sat well with me, but you know, it's got a lot of hype online. It's got a lot of love, so I thought I'd pick it up, you know, give it a rewatch, and see if I still feel the same or if I feel different about the movie. But you know, I did a review on the movie and everything, so if you want to check that out, it's on my channel now. But you know, it was only $9. I own every other Scream movie, so I did want to pick this movie up eventually, just because I'm a collector. Next one up, which I have a story to put with this one as well, and this is the Gotham Knights Special Edition, which this was on sale for $19 Australian, and this is the steelbook version, which yeah, you can't see at the moment, but yeah, it's like a steelbook inside the slipcase here. And now this is the game I bought when it first came out. This is the first game I bought when I first purchased my PS5. And I remember not liking this game at all. I don't know why, I don't know what it was about it. Because, you know, I love, you know, Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, Arkham Origins, and Arkham Knight. I love that franchise. And this looked like it's kind of going back to those roots, having an open world, having Batman more as a side character. In this one, I'm focusing more on Nightwing, Robin, Red Hood, and Batgirl. So, you know, I love the idea. I think this was at the time the series also came out. So, like, you know, it was a great... I think this game came out actually before the series. So, this game was actually made to hype up the series. So, you know, thought I'd pick it up, you know, give it another go. Yeah, I don't think I really gave the game much of a chance the first time that I played it. So, yeah, Gotham Knights. And now, these next two are going to surprise a lot of fucking people. So, get yourselves ready for these two. Next one is John Carpenter's The Fog. So now this is the original, not the remake. And this is, yeah, this is I believe a 4K restoration of The Fog. And it's in Blu-ray, which, you know, I'm a Blu-ray sucker. So, of course I would have got it in Blu-ray, and you know, I love that cover art. There's the back. This movie I've never seen. Mic drop. I know. I'm a horror fan. Never seen The Fog. Like, you know, what the fuck's wrong with me? But, you know, I've never watched. I've seen the remake. Like, I watched the remake first, and I think that's why I've never had any interest in watching the original, because the remake was just so boring to me. It was dull. It was just lifeless. And so, you know, I've never really had any interest in watching the original. But, you know, I love John Carpenter. You know, I really like his Halloween. And, you know, I like some of the other movies, you know, that he's done as well. So, if I pick this one up, you know, give it a go. Because, you know, I know that's a movie that a lot of horror fans talk about whenever John Carpenter's name is built up. It's like The Fog and Halloween are the two probably biggest titles that are brought up there. As well as, Escape on Precinct 13, I think. Now, this next one. This one I do have a story with as well, but this is Psycho. So, I did try and find the Blu-ray, but the store I went to did not have the Blu-ray, because the Blu-ray comes with this version of the movie as well as an uncut version, which I do want to track that down at some point and watch that, because I've heard the uncut version is far superior than the original version. But yeah, this is a movie I've never seen. I know what the twist is. I know the iconic opening shower scene that has inspired, you know, decades of horror films, but I've never ever seen this movie. And this was like, I don't know, $5-6. So I was like, you know, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna get that and give it a go. So yeah, they're the only two surprises in this pile here. So next coming up is Final Destination, the 5-film collection, which this was about, yeah, $14-15. And this comes with, yeah, all 5 of the movies, which, you know, I love the Final Destination. There's a 6th one in development at the moment. I really hope that gets the green light and, you know, gets made and all that. but I love this franchise. I love it up until about the Final Destination. I think that's where it started to go downhill. Because, like, as much as I love the Final Destination, it's not a memorable movie compared to the first three. Like the third one, I think that's probably the best. Oh, actually, I think it's in competition with the second movie, I reckon. Because the second movie has a great like highway disaster scene, and the third movie has the has the roller coaster, which I thought was really cool. I thought it was a really great opening. So yeah, and then the Final Destination, I'm gonna be honest, I can't remember shit about the opening of that movie. Final Destination 5, I remember nothing about. So yeah, Final Destination, and on Blu-ray as well, of course. And then next up, we have The Thing. Now, I don't own this movie, and I have seen it. I have seen this one. And this one comes with a whole fucking list of special features. So, I'm really curious, to dig into this one and really looking at, at the detail and the making of this movie. So yeah, The Thing. I haven't seen the sequel or the remake. I don't know. I don't know. Some people call it a remake. Some people call it a sequel. Actually, or was it? No, it's a prequel. So it's a prequel. So it's been like such a long time since I've actually watched the 2011 film. And then we have here another John Carpenter title, which I only watched this last year for the first time, and I loved it. So of course I was gonna pick this up. They Live. This movie I think is just fucking funny. This is, I think, genuinely a funny fucking movie. This movie is just like the ultimate cheesy entertainment. Like, you put it on, and it is just fun from start till finish. And this is another 4K restoration of a classic John Carpenter title. So so feast your eyes on this stunning 4K restoration of John Carpenter's 1988 cult classic They Live. So this movie, and just that cover art. I just want to take a minute and admire like some of the cover arts to John Carpenter's films. I'm now just going through all these. So just look at how creative. I'm pretty sure that's the official poster to the vlog. I don't think that's a cover art just mapped for the blue. I think that is the official poster, I believe. And this, I know this is a cover art made for the Blu-ray, but still, just like the cover art, there's something, I don't know, there's something just really special about like 80s and 90s cover art. Now everything's made on digital and fucking AI and all that bullshit. But you have to respect what they do. You really have to respect back then. So yeah, they are my Black Friday pickups. Let me know down in the comments, what did you pick up this Black Friday? Just go ahead and give me a list. Let's have a discussion. Have you seen any of the titles that I bought this Black Friday? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Until next time, guys, I'll see you next time.